basically as intra-hostel GC?
Yes.
So when I am applying to it, I prefer one word answers basically when, and how.
Okay. So the answer that full GC I am planning to conduct in the last week of September, okay? And Frisbee GC in the last month of October. Okay, Frisbee would be under the Institute Indian Game Secretary and Pool would be under the Institute Court Game Secretary. Any more questions?
Yeah, okay.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so where exactly will you conduct the meetings?
You know, there's a lot of space there just beside the football field, okay, which people generally call also, you know, the Frisbee field. So I think I have enough space there. The Frisbee field is of the size of 110 by 37. There are very easy markings, okay? So there I want to conduct the Frisbee GC. Pool GC would be in a home away format, as I said, and then you must have seen.
Okay, come back to pool GC, home away format. If the away hostel damages the improvements of the home hostel, what are you trying to do? Who will pay the fees?
See, if the away hostel damages a table, I mean, they don't have any venue to provide them, so I think it would be a loss for them. Plus, also see this as a reverse mechanism. I mean, if a GC is introduced, you must have noticed that the pool facilities in the hostels are not good right now. So this basically works on the reverse mechanism. I mean, agar GC is introduced only, every hostel would be willing to maintain good facilities. So you are willing to
actually one of the answers from where we find the budget to that.
Budget?
The 8,000 worth back of pool.
Okay. Mats are not there. Did you find any pool levels without mats in the hostels?
No. Definitely, but if you damage it, if the away team damages those mats.
Okay. No incidents, the hostel football fields right now.
The hostels.
So what do you
Yeah, the other people do not come in and damage the hostels. This is why the other away team will come and damage the pool.
Away team will come and
Next. Yeah, so given that the maximum demand for personalized training will occur just before the inter-hostel GCs, why would the person assigned personnel who is occupied in his own hostel practice will be able to get into the hostel?
See, I think that the secretaries are not loaded that much. I want my secretaries and my sports mentors to be used more and more. Okay? Before the GCC, I basically drawn this concept of the council and they are doing really good. They are providing people to conduct split workshops on things. Okay? So I drawn this idea from them and I want that, if in a hostel, like you must have noticed in hostel 10, okay, there are many hostels in which people want to play within the hostels. They don't want to go out, It's more convenient if you find it in front of you. So I want to send my secretaries and my student personnel at the grassroots level. I want to work there, I want them to work there, teach people, train people, and I want to introduce them to the various sports.
Okay, what about student personnel? Where will you arrange these student personnel from?
These are my council, right? I mean, I have sporting secretaries, plus I will have sports mentors. Okay, and we have 40 secretaries. Yes. How much time do you think would it take?
No constitution.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So even if one secretary is able to go to 2 hostels within a day for 1.5 hour each, it's enough. Okay, and that is how I want to allot them. I mean, your point in the inquiry to provide one with flight ticket. I mean, what do you think would be the per ticket cost of the flight?
Okay, around 4,800.
Okay, right now you know the price. What is that?
Yeah, 4,600.
It's 4,500 something. Okay, anyways, but still, so what do you think would be the price of the ticket when you book it?
Okay, so you'll be booking the tickets 3 months prior to when we are going to apply it.
Definitely. Okay.
Yes. So maybe around 45
No, this is the basic airlines mechanism, right? We know that if we book 10 tickets, the price goes up by 500. I mean, everyone must be knowing this. That is why we book airline tickets in advance. And that is what happens. If you book 10 tickets, you would get the next ticket with 10 tickets at 1,000 rupees or 500 rupees. So that is what you do. So your next 10 tickets won't be coming at 4,100. I think that's the basic. Okay, and move on to the next question. Okay, my next point is you have maintained a point which is to have a mobile sports shop.
Yes.
I'd like to know the concept.
Yes, so after every 15 days we will have a sportsman coming into IT.
Move at different places, right?
No, at only one place. They will be coming into IT, they will be setting up a sports shop outside.
Throughout the year at one place.
Yeah, throughout the year.
How much equipment do you think you can provide to the students? There are 8,000 students in this school. Even if one person come to buy a particular equipment, do you think you can provide 80 tennis balls, 80 cricket balls, 80 bats, things like that?
Yeah, we will be conducting a survey, we will be getting a sports shop.
Every 15 days, sir?
No, not every 15 days. At the start of the year, survey किया जाएगा कि कितने sports equipment required है.
Okay.
तो उस हिसाब से हम मंगवाएंगे सामान.
How can you do the survey for 8,000 students? I mean,
why do you want to get an online survey? People who are
you want people to mention that whether you will be needing an equipment in February, okay, in the month of August. So that is what you want to do.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you think you can deliver 80 cricket balls, 80 tennis balls, this much equipment?
Yeah.
Do you think you can sell equipment to 400 students?
Yeah, let me answer
and then sell that.
Yes, definitely. Why not?
Okay, so that is what you want. Okay, so do you think that much equipment will be sold? I mean,
Yes, so if there is okay,
why do you think? How do you think that people would set up their stores there?
okay, they're more than happy to take back the stuff. I have already talked to vendors like Advanced Sports, Select Sports, they're more than happy to take back.
Okay. Next point is that what do you mean by pitching the idea of an indoor cricket is already proposed in SAC phase 2? I can show you the plan also.
Okay, SAC phase 2 does not have. Okay, the SAC phase 2 proposal is not yet approved.
Approved, but it's a feasible report, right? What do you mean by pitching the idea? You set the idea, you make people know that I want to do this for you. Where the idea is right here. Indoor cricket pitch has already been proposed by the Town Planning Commission that it can be set up at a particular place. So you don't pitch the idea. What you are basically doing is, you're misleading the people. You're making some delays.
You're done. You can answer that question.
Which question?
This question.
Okay, I'll be answering this question.
Sure.
The point is that cricket pitch का idea जो है proposal में है लेकिन approved नहीं हुआ है. So I was writing that if it is not approved also, if the proposal is not approved, I will be putting an indoor pitch. That was my main idea.
Yes.
No.
Okay, never mind.
Next round. You can use that.
Thank you. The budget increment in the inter sports will be around 2.25 lakhs for the matter of fact, and the current budget for inter is 33 lakhs. So provided that the journey to Guwahati is 52 hours, and due to the NASA idea that the journey will be up to 58 to 60 hours, we can actually convince a deal for this 2.25 lakh extra.
You want to use that one?
No, I'm satisfied with that.
You don't want to use that.
Okay, regarding the sports personnel, how will you be booking the sports rooms, sports grounds of the hostel? You said you will be on demand training center.
See, this idea is not for the council to book grounds. If the hostels need it, they will provide us the ground. They will provide us the people who want to learn. They will provide us the place where they want to learn. So that is what we want. Hostel will be providing.
I think you are misguiding your point here. Okay,
Sure.
By on demand, you mean that जो demand कर रहे हैं, only 4 people demanded you bring them sports matters and leave them on the ground. What if there is a conflict of interest over there and the other people want to play over there? What is the
I think hostel councils can actually govern. I think hostel councils can actually govern whether they want to conduct a tournament or a training camp. I think it's their particular design. The demand will come from the sports councils, not from anyone from the hostel.
So you mean to say that you are imposing legal authority on the ground and booking this ground?
Not legal. Do you think sports council has a legal authority over the sport? No, it's a legal degree. It's basically for the welfare of the hostel. That is what I don't think.
I do not think that you will train.
You don't think that 20 people will train in the hostel or the hostel football field? Okay, I hope you went off the record for this.
No, I do not. Okay, I'll come back to the sport. I'll be talking about sports, for example, non-tennis, for example. How are you going to provide student persons in the hostels for these on demand?
See, actually, hostels don't have sports, we all know that. But, it's about basically, thing is that the class is either half full or it's half empty. So what is there, I want to provide opportunities for that. Okay? इसका मतलब ये नहीं होता कि जो चीजें हॉस्टल में नहीं है वो भी हमने सीखने नहीं देते. I think it's about contributing.
Yes. So if we have demands from 3 other different hostels at the same time during the DC, because I agree.
We would send our people, we would give them 7 days. In 7 days, 14 hostels can conduct their practice sessions, and only 13 are there who are participating. So I think time is there, place is there. Any further questions?
Okay, I do not think any further questions is there. Okay. Can I ask one more question?
Yeah.
So on this only, so do you think the football secretary, for example, will be free during his CC before the CC to go and train student personnel here?
Why do you think he won't be free?
He has to arrange the practice slots, he has to make other events like PG
Practice slots are uploaded on a PDF format on the hostel, on the sports.com group.
Okay, and he has to conduct CC also like that.
There are various people in the council. I mean, council is about contributing to your seckies. Do you do you think only one person handles the events? Go out there.
Yeah, definitely.
We all contribute, and that is the idea. I mean, if the football secchi is training people, then I can send other sekkis to take care of the practice slots, which means nothing. Just standing there, supervision, that's it.
Yeah, I think that he's the person at responsibility, so he's the official person to organize PG events and the GC events, and plus the leagues like IFL and playoffs basketball.
Give me one reason why practice slots could not be conducted without the presence of the concerned secchi.
Not about practice, I'm talking about the events.
No, just say about
Next question. Cheru, no cross question. Next question.
Okay. So my questions?
नहीं अरविंद पूछना क्वेश्चन लास्ट क्वेश्चन
Last question. Just clear now. You had a point about you'll be appointing extra coaches.
Yes.
Okay, extra coaches for NS1. So do you know the currently existing number of coaches in the IIT?
There are 7 sports officers.
And the temporary officers?
Temporary officers can be appointed. Then it's a dynamic number. It's not fixed. There is no rule that these many officers
Yeah,
will
so
be there.
you might be having a tentative number right now.
Tentative number
Answer.
Okay, so what was the question?
Just finish the question in a
Repeat the
sentence.
question.
Okay, my question is my question completely is that you would like to appoint temporary sports officers, but knowing you do not know that there are already 12 temporary sports coaches.
No, I know that generally, and there can be 11 also next year.
Yes,
Previously, how many were there? Previous year.
Cheru, no cross question.
So,
Just make your question.
okay,
Okay, my question is why are you planning to appoint even more coaches? Okay.
because NSO.
Done. Cheru.
Yeah.
Because NSO, you must have noticed in your groundwork that people sometimes are not satisfied with the coaches, okay? One coach is not able to give attention to 30 students, so that assistant sports officers can, pay attention to the freshy students also. Plus, beginners camps. Why are beginners camps limited? Because the number of sports officers are limited who take those camps. So we can also use them for that. I mean, you mentioned about, ensuring the installation of air conditioners plus the getting machine. What is the current groundwork on that? Do you know the current status?
Yeah, currently the director has.
I would like to.
So not allowed to ask about ground.
ग्राउंड के बारे में कैसे करवाना है?
But this is about ensuring,
Make your question. Make a point.
Okay, sorry. Okay. So you mentioned about rooftop coverings for volleyball. Okay, so
This is not about the
obviously I know I've tried to have it with me. So point is that how do you plan to do it? I mean, do you think rains would be able to stop the roof shops would be able to stop the rains from coming there?
Yeah, definitely.
What height are you planning to install the rooftops at?
Around 22 feet downstairs.
Lights are at 25 feet right now. Okay, so you're planning to install below the lights. Okay, I hope you increase the light. Okay, when you plan it to install. So the point is, if above 25 feet you install them, the rain comes from the sides, right? We have an inclination horizontally also. Have you seen rains hurting vertically downward? So things will be hampered, practices will be hampered. आप नहीं रोक सकते बारिश वहाँ पे आने के लिए. Either you construct a room around it.
It's very good. Actually, you haven't noticed there is a swimming pool in Vashi where you have a dome shed covering. So if you have a dome shed covering, which will cover approximately 30% extra above the ground, so it will cover.
You make it a dome or you make it a dome or you make it flat. The rain comes from the sides. What do you have from the sides? That is all.
Please don't make noise. Don't speak.
Please. Okay. So last point. Okay, you have mentioned to ensure practice sessions and monsoons. Okay, outside the campus.
Yes.
Okay. Where what sports are you trying to ensure the practice for?
Athletics
Indoor track. Is it there in Mumbai?
No, there is a
It is not. Okay. Point to note. Next.
Okay, point to be noted that without the next you can play the synthetic tracks. And actually, Alasan has taken Gusinga will attest. Okay, attest to that.
Gusinga is 10 years over. You are about to become the general secretary.
Yes,
What are you planning to do?
So definitely, okay, one thing, definitely Alasan and Tiger players who practice in the village during the monsoon.
In an indoor track?
No, I think after that, during the rains, not during the rains, just when the rains stop. Okay. After
So
the
basically, you are doing after the rain stop. Okay, point has monsoons mentioned in it, and you are basically
okay,
facilitating.
during the rainy season when it is not raining, the time it is
Okay,
not
and
raining.
other sports also.
Yeah, but we are talking about the ground Vashi.
Is it covered? Is that does it
So again, during the
it doesn't have a rooftop, so it's not fulfilling. Okay, during the rain also. So in other sports,
Let him answer. Let him answer.
so please let me answer.
my question was that only.
If you give the answer, there is no point being so during the rainy season, at the time of the day when it is not raining, you can actually go to practice. But here, when there is raining, and at the time of the time, at the time when it is not raining,
I'd like to interrupt. So you can practice when it's not raining outside, but you can practice inside when it's not
so
raining.
the ground is not fit for the condition. I should
After rain, and the outside grounds are fit for practices after the monsoon.
I should tell you that when it rains in the afternoon and it does not rain in the evening, it so happens that the turf grounds are cleared of water.
So you're-
When the our grounds are not cleared of water, we cannot play on our grounds.
Outside grounds are automatically cleared of water. They have a drainage facility over the service. Plus, there would be traffic timings. People would go to their 2.5 hours of travel. Okay, so they go to Vashi, you come back 3 hours of travel.
I mean, you can give the answer.
So basically you can coordinate during the time basically I'm providing this facility only during the weekends. और ये weekends का 2 hours लेकर आ रहा हूँ और बाकी ट्रेन हो जाता है ठीक है
ठीक है, I hope you